Mm-hmm. We are going to go 2 weeks into the future. Currently, it is mid-afternoon on Friday, November 1st, 8124. We head to the war room of the Grand Citadel, where there's an air of unease, especially around one Mr. Heihachi, as well as the Hawthorns in the room.
Oh no.
They're on opposite
Someone's
sides.
on the table?
Of course he is. What else would you be doing?
I mean, yeah, you're right.
Alright,
Someone's
everyone.
kind of tapping his chin.
More or less think we've laid this out.
Alright.
Yep.
Hachi kind of tilts his head.
Alright, kids. Let's make history.
Tenor is going to hop up and turn back real quick to give Chris a kiss on the forehead. Walking over here. Not to the chair yet, and kind of nods to Heihachi and looks around the room. I know a lot of you don't really know me, but I've learned a lot about all of you. And
The majority of the room actually.
Yeah, the
really
majority
does,
of
though,
them. Yeah, it's only those 5.
Hazel gives
points
double
of
thumbs
the-
up.
Shh! I was trying to shush.
Be
Let
dramatic.
the kid has his cool-ass speech, come on.
Not allowed!
That's why I love you, sis.
I don't want to get on the table.
What was I gonna say? Right. I know some of you probably don't want to come in here or help out with this, and I won't think any less of you if you don't want to or don't think it's the right time. However, for those of you that do come, thank you. You're helping us out a lot, and you're helping me out immensely.
Pyrrha hefts her fist. And for those that aren't coming in, just know that we've got your back, Sonny.
Yeah. After all, we're all connected by a bond in some way, shape, or form.
God, you're the most overdramatic little fucker, aren't you? Vercule crosses her arms.
Let him have his speech. He's like halfway through it.
Don't want to let him have his speech. I'm anxious.
Vercule, don't change.
Well, planning on it. Got at least 50 more years of being the same bit of bitch. Takes a sip.
Yeah, and I hope to at least take up at least 1 or 2 of those learning from you.
Wow,
So
a
no-
whole 1 or 2? Damn, I get to get rid of you that quickly? Oh, damn. I didn't know that I was up for that type of a deal. She gives you a wink.
I think he meant 1 or 2 decades.
Solomon looks over. Still, you could live a lot longer than that. So
Yeah. And either which way, I've been blessed with many nice people in my life.
I smiles.
Ready. Ground Force team.
Hachi angles a finger over to the group of mercenaries sitting over here.
Denim says, "Let's fucking do this if you want us to." That is.
Yes, as Denim most likely said, let's kick some ass.
Child, do you have to be sitting on my head? I quite like my hat looking good, I'll have you know.
He pokes Kavera.
Look better with Kavera on.
Very well. Alright, all of you get around me. It's gonna sound stupid and powwowy and shit, but you gotta put your hands on me. You too, big guy!
Atticus comes over and the arrow chills very slightly and Chris just sinks 5 feet into the sofa.
Abraxas puts a hand on Atticus's shoulder for a moment. Big guy, take a breath. You'll live longer that way.
He just looks left and looks right, looks back at Abraxas.
I cannot discern your meaning. What? I must be
Just-
thinking of fighting. Do not let us distract, please.
Loosen up is what I'm saying.
Shakes his head around.
I am loose.
He puts the tilt of his axe on Hachi.
Lily flashes Frank a thumbs up. Give him help, big guy.
Yeah. Wait, you're the. Never mind.
Lily turns to Joel. Wait, I'm really weird about that. I'm just trying to be nice.
You did good. It is fine. Chris sinks in further.
Yeah, it's ask just Frank.
Tenrir extends a hand out to Frank, kind of smiling. To think, we used to
Hate
be
each
at
other.
each other's throats for a while.
Yeah, I remember that.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah, no problem. After all, you got me this far, I'll try and get you as far as I can. No promises, though.
No, like Hachi said, go touch him. And Pris, Tiana, Solomon, Joel,
Hello.
and anyone else that comes in kind of looks at Pris the most, just smiling. I'll see you guys on the other side.
Don't
Alright,
die.
You edgy fucker.
If you die, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Good luck, Tenrir.
If you die, I'm gonna kill you, get your soul back, and then kill you again.
Then I'll get you a third time and kill you a third time.
So help me, Magus. I will put you in a stress ball.
Solomon, no one is killing him. No.
Don't worry, guys. I don't plan to die.
Hachi starts to bristle brimstone embers flickering up underneath his mustache as he just courses interplanar energy through all of you.
Alright, kids. Protect the boy. Make history.
No promises, I'm not being paid as much as I'd like.
You can't make me.
We'll do
Oh, I
our
will do
best. We'll do our best, sir.
I mean,
No need. Tell Kuvara.
yeah,
Kuvara, turn.
we're all consigned to helping him.
Frank nods. Atticus just grunts. And everyone, the landscape shifts around you. You feel the sensation as if you are planar warping. As the magic glows around you and the scent of brimstone fills your nostrils, a large being. Well, it's interesting. It has its back to you. But as you pour it in, it slowly turns around. It wasn't focused on your entrance. But now it is. And it looks towards all of you.
You're a bunch of new faces. I don't recognize any of you.
He looks to Atticus first, though. And then at the Ashen Guard symbol.
You're to toy with your prisoner, finally. Very well. It's been far too long since I've had a good fight.
Pulls out his 3 arms. Clicks them. You notice, yeah, very much so, like beads of lava on a strand of hair. This black stuff between his body. It's definitely like hair. They just slide up and down in a clicking motion.
Really? You don't recognize me? Fair. I don't recognize you either, ugly.
Can we all roll initiative? Well, Tenrir, do you want to, before this fight starts, make an insight on that orb, actually?
Sure.
Because you have seen this before. Yeah, Richard, something about that. When you went in to talk to Pris for the first time, she was clutching an orb. I'm not sure what that means, but something to think about.
Tenrir is going to point at it. That's mine. Back off.
Oh, really? Do I know who you are?
You will. Just like I showed Akka. Or just like I showed Al.
You're just another insignificant speck. And I look forward to wiping you clean.
Atticus is first!
Wanna start with trying to fire an arrow at one of the claws to see if they have any special, like, damage shields or something?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Sounds like a good one.
That actually
Yeah,
meets
let's
his
do that.
AC. You have uncovered his AC immediately.
Ooh.
His AC is 20. And as you go for... Which hand? The front one?
Center one.
Okay, 16 piercing damage to Aka's front hand, as the arrow just sort of sticks into it.
Oh, that didn't do a lot. Jesus Christ.
You think your petty little twigs can scratch me?
Aka's gonna use one of his legendary actions. He gets 3 of these, regenerating per round. He's going to move 20 feet forward. Atticus approaches and wraps out his great axe in an attempt to deflect any oncoming attacks by Akka.
Tenrir unsheaths his sword and kind of get into a better vantage point, right about here. He's going to aim for the same claw that Atticus shot.
Okay.
His sword's going to glow with radiant energy, and he's going to unleash a radiant slash.
So you point your sword at him to fire a radiant slash, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna flavor it that this happens at the same time, just because it's cool. One of his hands goes over to the side. We're using one of his legendary actions to take any of his normal actions as an interrupt. He's gonna fucking throw a sun at you. And because he's just toying around, we're gonna do this. He's going to make this a gambit attack. He attacks at disadvantage. If it lands, he gains 1 point of Burning Desire.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
That just misses!
Just barely. The sun goes whizzing past you, and yeah, you do beat him with the guiding bolt.
Sweet. And as Tenrir dodges out of the way of that sun, he just points his sword at him, just, really? You are who I have inside me. I couldn't be any more disappointed.
Oh, is that so? You're the new warden. Very well. I'll crush you like all the rest.
I'm gonna Ray of Frost the hand that's already taken damage.
Okay. Okay, 6. He is weak to cold. 12 damage. His other hand had already been whipping around, spiraling around him in circles. It extends, it grabs this sun over here, and it's gonna whip it at you, Denim.
Oh boy.
And we're gonna also make this a gambit attack.
I'm gonna use cutting words. I can roll one of my bardic inspiration to subtract from that roll.
Oh, from his roll.
And
Yeah.
a 1
Yeah,
makes it
okay.
where it doesn't hit.
Alright, say something mean to Akka, do it.
I wrote you a song! You're a bitch!
The sun goes slightly off angle as he whirls around and almost whips it at you, Octavia, but just misses.
Tenrir gives a thumbs up. He is a
Suction cup
bitch!
man.
Aka's turn, he regains all 3 of his actions, and he sees Atticus coming up to fight him, looks down at him.
Do you really think you can stand in the way of a god?
And I'm going to reveal what his hands do. His hands give him the hands abilities, and he has multi-attack based on how many hands he currently has. He's currently got multi-attack 3, so... And he's going to slice with a powerful swing of his claws. And 25 and 22. And now I get to reveal this. He successfully landed 1 hit on his turn. Lava bubbles start to coalesce around him, and his Burning Desire goes up by 1. Atticus, in this fight, while he's cutting at Atticus, just brutally swinging around, his tail arcs back behind him, and then shoots straight out. Makes a puncturing strike. Atticus takes 27 damage, and is knocked onto the ground. Akka leans over top of him, poising, ready in an attempt to potentially kill him right here and right now.
Gabe is going to smile and thank you for the idea, my friend. And he's going to launch his own Ray of Frost at that front hand.
Yeah, no. Akka just bats it away as if it was nothing.
Coward only hit! Man went down! So, Kavera will charge up and,
I'm gonna use my legendary actions. You notice him going down to try and attack Atticus. He gets down in an almost bestial pattern and charges and meets you head on. 2 of its hands are gonna go on either side and just squeeze the dog.
keep your eye on the doggy! And he's gonna kick Atticus away.
Imagine Squirming Dog just kicking Atticus. He rolls and clatters, his chainmail just clinking on the ground. Yeah, the hand is like in Kufera's mouth and they're fighting over it. There's just this going on here.
Good boy, Kuvera! Kick his butt.
Frank just says in his head, Dual Nactera!
God damn it.
And this is
It could be
250 now. It's just Frank's finger.
Atticus, make yourself useful and be support! Get back!
Pops back here and just goes,
Very well.
If Atticus chooses his weapon as his feet, does he get advantage when dodging?
I love that instead of the dodge action.
Feet are best weapon.
Oh my god. He really is her father.
His feet glow with magic.
God. Oh my god. Henry thinks for a moment. Prince was able to do this, and there's no reason I shouldn't be able to. Gotta get to one though. This can end horribly or amazingly. Tenor steps onto here for a moment. And I hope this ends amazingly. And he's gonna reach out with the glowing white claw hand to try and grab one of the suns in an attempt to imitate what Pris did.
Oh, you grab it, but on top of that, pick an emotion or a memory that is contained in this. This literally represents one of your memories.
First kiss.
Okay,
Of course you went with that one.
it's adorable.
You were using these as weapons?
Emotions themselves are great toys.
You're right. They are. Tenry's going to grip it tight, and he's going to spend his action growing his rage. Tenry looks back at the others. You assholes! Get me! About 6 seconds.
Ooh.
Kuvera! Dual knock fucking Terra!
Akka's hands just shift inwards on each other, shink, like hard spikes that were about to pierce into Kuvera. He pulls them back out around him.
Hiding won't save you.
Who said anything about hiding?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do here, and
Cone of Gold?
if you would please take this, you fuck. Cone of gold.
Okay, Akka gets covered in a little bit of icicles, shakes himself off, readjusts. You want to move, Denim?
Is he
Close
looking
attack.
at me?
Maybe. Akka telegraphs his attacks pretty hard.
Kind of in an area where there's a straight line to you, I'd get behind some sort of like pillar.
Akka takes heavy steps towards this pillar. Frank shudders, hides up against the back of it. Akka reaches a hand down and fucking rips the pillar out of the ground. Frank lets out an eep! And he's gonna fucking slam it down on the ground, hitting both Frank and Denim. Like such. Frank is crushed underneath the pillar he was hiding behind. Frank loses his next turn.
There, we're going over here.
Okay.
I'm going to inspire myself,
Okay.
and I'm going to use my bow, and I'm going to attack him, but I'm going to use sharpshooter, which adds a -5, but I get a +10 in damage if I hit.
Oh my god. You did 19 damage to them with that? Almost down. Akka's head turns around and faces you, Octavia.
You certainly like to stay behind me. Good. Why don't you try changing it up a bit?
And Akka's going to activate Enlist. Make a charisma save, please. Otherwise, next turn he's going to take your action for you. Yeah, everyone else, you notice that Octavia's eyes glaze over with the symbol on Akka's face. That's not good. Gabe.
Great. She's, that's just grand, alright. And I'm gonna quicken spell, so this is a bonus action now. Hold person. And wisdom save DC 16.
Yes.
That's a fail. Okay. Octavia is restrained.
And I'm going to have to ask you to, drop it.
Aka's tail is going to come out and simply block the attack. He's going to take it to his tail instead.
Okay.
So we're going to take that doubled because it's cold.
Oh, fuck, you right.
Yeah, I can't take that to my hand right now.
So if I could make a suggestion, his hand is looking pretty weak. We might want to back off and focus. Fire.
Agreeable. You're not going anywhere.
And Aka is going to bum rush him.
I activate my reaction as game.
Okay.
Atticus has advantage to Dex.
Okay. Alright, he takes half damage, he only takes 10, and Aka misses as Atticus, taking your hint, starts fucking running back!
And Gabe just waggles his finger as the vectors, everything around the hand just... Simon didn't say you could do that.
Who the hell is Simon?
It's going to unhinge one of the... it's pissed, you annoyed it. It's gonna unhinge one of the suns around his belt. That's what that yellow bar is. Grab it and whip it at Atticus as Atticus is running. Atticus takes his great bow and shoots the damn sun out of the sky. Steps back, lands down.
Feet on best weapon!
Yes, but I think for now the bow might be a good one to use.
I think so too.
No time.
Atticus fires the great bow, and Aka just spits a little bit of lava at it, and it melts before it can hit him.
Tenrir, holding the sphere, loosens his grip a little bit on it and just kisses it. No, I'm not going to give in to my anger that easily, Aka. No, Kuvera and I are better than that. We're not gonna be mindless like we once were, isn't that right, buddy? He's going to hug the orb tight. Alright.
It kind of absorbs into your body. Tenrir, for this moment, you can hold on tight to the memory of your first kiss and use it to take control of your emotions.
Alright, buddy. Are you ready? I know we said we weren't going to do this soon. Kuvera. Ready. Alright. He's going to put his hand on the mask and slowly remove it. He looks at Aka and points. Turankar. As Tenvera forms, he grins. This time, we are in control, and your fate has been sealed.
No one else would actually really notice this, but Tenvera, you're like, oh, that's funny. The mark of Kuvera, well, that looks a hell of a lot like Aka's mark. Oh, that's weird. Anyway, Aka's own mark appears above Aka's head.
You dare to use my own magic against me? Good!
Oh, jeez.
Hey, so Tally, can I argue something real quick?
Are you gonna argue it goes over Frank?
Yep.
Yeah, I give it to you.
Sweet.
Frank's under the pillar.
Yep.
He still takes 32, and the cold shatters one of his arms. Yeah, Aka's gonna use his last legendary action before his turn to turn and follow.
I'm gonna have Tenvera just... I told you, your fate was sealed.
As his two hands go upwards, Tenvera, he knows you're going for his hands now. He moves them above his body protectively, and he's actually going to, pull off 2 more suns around his belt, chuck him at Denim, dealing 21 damage, and the second one, I believe, misses now.
Yep.
He's gonna pick up this pillar beside him and just slam it down on top of Denim and Tenvera.
If you care for your life, Denim, get away from me.
Denim says, you can't tell me what to do, but I was planning on doing that.
Octavia is currently restrained, right? So because she physically can't do anything, this hand is just gonna come over here and pick her up. As he stretches his hand out like a fucking elastic slinky and pulls her back.
Okay, cool. Then free action Gabe drops the fucking spell. He kind of like looks up at Octavia. Crap. Do you need help getting down?
Yes, but in a safe manner.
In a safe manner? Fuck.
I can and will die if I fall.
Gabe points a finger, and small shards of ice break off of the Shakespeare's. And he's gonna cast Ice Spear Barrage at that hand.
Boom, 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 into the hand.
That's the best I can do for now, but I have a plan.
Akka seems to get down lower onto the ground, Gabe, as you say this. That's weird. That hit. It doesn't even look like he was trying to dodge it. And the whole air gets hotter. As I'm gonna use a legendary action, you hear a detonating explosion as he casts Solar Flare on himself. Basically, a giant aura of fire explodes outwards from Akka. 40 feet. This will hit everybody but Atticus currently. Denim fails.
Fuck.
Denim is knocked out.
Denim!
Or it's out. It just kind of spewed magma all over the playing field. The little motes of light on its tail and on its body are darker.
Okay.
You doing melee
Yep, I
attacks
agree.
at him?
Yeah.
As you hit him, lava bubbles start to boil around at your flesh. This is a 15% chance to get sprayed by lava when making a direct attack against him. Okay, I'll just reveal this. You use your Rage Burst to try and fling Akka the Relentless. Unfortunately, you were smaller than Akka and thus can't move Akka to begin with.
Aww,
Yeah.
even with disadvantage.
No, Akka's immune to being displaced by anyone smaller than him.
Tenvera grabs the tail and tries to beat him up and realizes, "Ugh. Frank, get up, get back. You're in the splash zone."
I'm trying to. Damn pillar attack!
Squitches out.
Hazel spell for finger.
Try to
would be
hazel spell for
interesting.
Finger of Death. What are you targeting with Finger of Death?
Tail.
Tail, okay. Yeah, that's Finger of Death, alright! Okay, oh my god! Oh my god! The tail is pierced by Finger of Death! Frank pulls out a rose from his vest. Not the time for this, but... And I'm gonna just ad-lib that he's gonna run behind this pillar!
Good.
Yeah.
Doing the best as I can.
And we're gonna use one of his golden sunshots, and I'm gonna try and knock Atticus out.
Bonus action,
That's a
battle
good
cry
idea.
giving all allies advantage.
And we have
And
him battle.
it's 10
We
extra
could have
feet.
him battle cry and then have him just dip out because.
Yeah, he's probably gonna go down. I agree
Yeah,
with that.
I'm down with this.
All of you!
Yeah.
All out attack!
Atticus vanishes.
Don't have to tell Tenvera twice.
Because he suggested it, it's really funny. I'm gonna chuck Octavia into this pillar over here. You're crushed into this pillar.
Ice barrage against that really damaged hand.
As it was swung around, a little icy tendrils slam their way into it. All the ice spears break it apart.
And then Gabe kind of looks back, looks forth. I can stay in a little bit longer, or I can head out, but Frank,
Honestly, do what you think is best. If you are gonna go down or die to this thing, it's not worth it, man.
Frank, you could probably last a little bit longer in here than I could.
Probably.
I'm gonna send in the others. Do whatever you can to keep that man up.
Yeah, gotcha.
Gabe, will poof out. Frank, you can't handle this.
I mean, yeah, I can totally handle this. Put his hand on his hips.
No, we think you should get out of here. Do one more thing if you can, and then go.
Well, we don't know if he has any healing yet, so it would be pretty helpful if we can cut that, yeah?
Just hurt him, and then go. Trust.
Don't go dying, alright?
Already told you. Don't plan on it. And Sally, would you allow me to just put all of my remaining burst into this next thing?
All of it into that. Okay. Yeah, so that's 2 off, and then let's add 5d8 on top of that for your 5 remaining rage. The bits of the tail crumble, but in conjunction, Tenvera immediately unforms.
Yep. But that's fine.
Kuvera is knocked out for the time being, and where do you want to put Tenvera?
On top of this pillar like a badass.
Of course he would. Frank just comes forward, chucks the rose at Akka's eyeball, and just yells, "You better not be lying!"
Yeet.
And we're gonna roll cursed roll. Oh, he crit with it!
Oh my god, yes!
I need a wisdom save! So he's not cursed! But